Princess Beatrice's devastated reaction to Prince Andrew Newsnight interview she'd helped negotiate. Prince Andrew's infamous interview on BBC Newsnight is back in the spotlight due to a controversial Netflix drama that looks at the story behind the tell-all chat. Welcome to Royal Pancakes. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notifications bell, so you don't miss any news about the British monarchy. And one royal in particular likely to be dreading the car crash grilling being relived once again is the Duke of York's oldest daughter, Princess Beatrice. The 35-year-old was an unexpected guest when Andrew and several Newsnight workers met to persuade the late Queen's second son to take part in the tell-all chat. One of them was Sam McAlister, the former Newsnight producer, whose memoir forms the basis of the new Netflix show Scoop, who previously revealed Beatrice asked sensible questions about the proposal and explained she felt for the princess as her father discussed his relationship with convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. In the end, Andrew went ahead with the interview, which proved to be a disaster and resulted in him stepping back from public life, and eventually being stripped of his military affiliations and royal titles. And it is said that in the days after the interview, Beatrice was left mortified she didn't do more to stop the interview from going ahead, and that her devastated reaction was plain to see in the days after it was broadcast. According to the Mail on Sunday, Beatrice held a 36th birthday dinner for her then-fiancé now husband Edoardo Mopelli Mozzi shortly after the interview was aired, and a source said she seemed quite tearful at times. They added, in fact, Beatrice has been in tears every day since the interview went out. Meanwhile, another insider told the publication, both Sarah and Andrew rely on Beatrice's judgment a lot when it comes to dealing with the public as she's got an old head on young shoulders. You can't really blame Beatrice because I think the odds were stacked against her on this one. The new Netflix dramatization of the interview, which saw the Duke talk about his inability to sweat and a visit to Pizza Express in Woking, sees Billie Piper play Sam McAlister, Gillian Anderson as interviewer Emily Maitlis and Rufus Sewell play Andrew. It comes at a time of turmoil for the royal family as both King Charles and the Princess of Wales have cancer treatment, leaving the slimmed-down monarchy looking slimmer than ever. And according to one royal expert, neither Andrew nor Beatrice will be looking forward to the release of the drama. Former BBC royal correspondent Jenny Bond told OK, I don't think Andrew will take much solace from the fact that it has been given the Netflix treatment. It only means that the whole story episode will now be broadcast to a wider audience than ever before. It's altogether very bad news for Andrew and, indeed, for his whole family. Beatrice, in particular, will undoubtedly be annoyed and upset that her part in setting up and monitoring the interview will now be made so much more public. And there has already been much emphasis on the fact that Andrew was delighted with the interview immediately after it was completed. How stupid does that make him look? And he won't like that at all. So it all signals more difficult times ahead for the Yorks. Prince Andrew's car crash Newsnight interview left viewers stunned when it first aired, and for reporter Emily Maitlis, 3 words in particular changed everything for her. The Duke of York intended to clear his reputation with the 45-minute sit-down, but instead, it changed the course of his life forever, in what became a historic PR disaster. It generated much public disdain and debate, so much so that it has been dramatized and turned into a film, Scoop, by Netflix. Starring big names like Gillian Anderson, Rufus Sewell, and Billie Piper, the new film explores just how the interview came to be, and why Andrew even agreed to take part in the first place. According to Maitlis, when the prince chose 3 particular words, it led to her realization of his true motives, after which the interview just flowed. During the November 2019 interview, the Duke of York famously made a number of claims, most notably about his alleged inability to sweat, and his assertion that he had been at the Woking branch of Pizza Express at the time of Virginia Giuffre's alleged sexual assault. 1 month later, Maitlis herself opened up about what it had been like to see Prince Andrew unleashed, revealing the one telling moment 16 minutes into the bombshell interview that would prove pivotal.